Hey, what's up? Coming at you from my new digs. Just a little update on what's going on. I'm mostly moved in here. I've got one room left and some cleaning to do at my old place. Yeah, that's what's going on with that. But some good news. I did get called back for a second interview with that job. But I got a bone to pick with them, man. Both of the girls that interviewed me were smoking hot. The first one was wearing some scrubs, and the way she was leaning over the table gave me a clear shot. And I was, oh man. You have any idea how hard it is to look at somebody's eyes when their cleavage is speaking to you? That was rough. And then, so that interview was Friday, and then they called me yesterday on Monday to schedule a second interview for today. And I get there early, as I'm supposed to. And then the girl who's going to interview me finally comes out, and oh man. I had to be real careful not to let my eyes bug out and my jaw hit the floor when she walked around that corner. And then I had to follow her back to her office. That was a nice view, my friends. And so she's sitting at the table, and she's in, dress clothes that were still low cut enough to keep my attention. It's just not fair to have hot women interviewing you. I mean, seriously, they ask you questions, and you gotta be paying attention to what they're saying, not what their body's saying to you, or what you'd like to say to them. But yeah. So that's that. And then I've been catching up on my L Word. I'm in the middle of season 5. And on that note, fuck Jenny Schechter for real. Like, I'm watching on my computer because I've got it all downloaded. And it takes everything in me not to throw my computer at. Ooh, she's such a bitch. And then, along the words of the L Word, it's really weird because I'm realizing how much I don't identify with that anymore. And in the same breath, a part of me really kind of misses it, I mean, being a lesbian was fun. Not right, but, like, as in for me, but fun. Yeah, and then, on that same note, I'm realizing that watching the L Word isn't the best idea when you're still trying to get over somebody. Yeah. Things aren't going so well on that front. But, yeah. So, back to the interview thing. She told me that I will be hearing from her within a day or two as to whether or not I got the job. And this company moves real fast because I put my application in on a Friday or a Saturday of last week, and it had to go through corporate and then filter down, and they called me Thursday for an interview Friday, called me Monday for an interview Tuesday, and then I'm supposed to hear from them in the next day or two whether or not I got the job, so cross your fingers. Both interviews went really well. I like to think I tend to do pretty well in interviews. Today's interview, the reason I think it went so well is they asked me, she prefaced it by saying that sometimes you have to do a lot of multitasking at this job. How would you handle this situation? You have a customer, you're with a customer, the phone is ringing, and a coworker wants your attention. How would you handle that situation? And so I said, I thought about it for a second, and she laughed at me and told me there was no wrong answer. And so I said, well, first I would ask the coworker if it was really urgent, and if the answer was no, I would ask them if they could get the phone since I was already involved with the customer. And she smiled real big and said, that's a really good answer. I've never heard that before, so hopefully that earns me bonus points. And I came up with a really creative reason as to why I lost my last job, pertaining to the reason I got fired. But I don't think they have any idea that, well, one of two things, and I'm not really sure what the case is. Either they have zero clue that I'm trans, or they're kind of on edge about it, like they may or they may not know, because when it came the application itself didn't ask if you're male or female, but you come to those 3 questions at the end, like something about military service, your gender, and your race, that you can opt whether or not to answer, and I didn't answer any of them. So I don't know if they know or not, and I am a little worried that if I get the job, I'm going to hand over my paperwork and it's going to say female, and I lose the job. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, send me lots of good wishes, even though this is probably not going to get up before I hear back from them. But I'm going to try, because I don't have internet over here. But I'll catch y'all later. Peace.